What the
Ah.
what are you yelling about?
Hey, remember that time we did a tabletop game? It's pretty great, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I played a tabletop game one time.
Oh, condolences.
I played a tabletop one time only.
We built a town.
Yes.
I also have
The
a small
town up.
thing that I unfortunately must run and take care of for like 2 seconds, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh god, why is... Oh god, I think I might have to restart.
I'll put on a battle royale for my chat. What's that? It's a distraction. Bye.
Oh,
When's
God. Stop with the talcum powder. Ugh.
So, when Spirit gets back, we'll do the recap and start going. I'm gonna be I want to do some fun experimental stuff today because it's me and that's what I do. And so far, you guys have been on board for it, so we'll see how long that lasts.
I don't even know what I'm like on board with. I'm just like, look, I'm just curious, and this usually gets me killed.
I love this town. I love the town that you all made. That we all made together.
By the way, I wanted to say, Kennedy, last time the reason I went for the tavern first is because I wanted to make the tavern keeper first. No one was gonna take that away from me.
Yeah, I get it. I'm thinking about it because it's like, well, what's the first thing we put in the fantasy world? Oh, the tavern. How quaint.
Who could have possibly seen this coming?
No, I went with the stereotype because I wanted to make the character that we were probably gonna interact with the most. Oh wow, there's.
By the
What
way,
the
I
hell
saw
is
that
going on?
the game jam went really well for you.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah,
It is going well. It.
The Gal Gadot game jam. No, the
No.
Mhm.
No.
No.
Yes, it is it is called Godot because everyone's waiting for it. That is the joke.
I've actually been I didn't see the videos properly, but I will eventually like give them a proper watch. I did take a quick peek at some of them.
No worries.
For those of you who are watching the stream, but not like seeing us, I've got my webcam on for the rest of them so they can see my facial reactions as I do this. But I also have here my adult Lunchables that I'm just snacking on a little bit. So
Hell
don't
yeah,
mind me
adult
here.
Lunchable.
Excellent.
Okay,
So,
I don't know what's going on, but Tabletop Sim is just lagging like crazy.
Yeah.
Like not internet lagging, but like performance
I show that you're not even in the game at the moment. I think you crashed out.
Well, no, I went into the game. I noticed that this was happening. I went out now and I tried to come back in, but now I go in and it's like even on the menu, it's like weirdly lagging, and I don't know why.
Check your task manager to see what your performance is running. See if there's a performance hog running. Do you have like your editing program or your animating program open?
No. I've literally just at worst I've been like on. I have literally nothing on that should take up any kind of work.
To my webcam.
Honestly,
That's
pretty
actually hogging
well.
all of my resources.
Yes.
I can turn it off. I'm sorry.
I want to see if it'll hog it.
Fine.
Aw.
There, I've turned it off. Is that better?
You've fallen into the sarcasm.
Was that sarcasm? I can never tell.
Of course
it's
it
the
was
internet.
sarcasm. I'm sorry.
I've actually had people unironically tell me that my webcam was the problem here. So, back to the flattering experience of me eating adult Lunchables.
Tasty.
No, it's still.
Oh
camera's
god, the
tracking you
dramatic
very
zoom,
well.
no.
Maybe I should get this out for
Tabletop
chat.
Tabletop Sims also just kind of being screwy. Like, I'm not streaming today because it causes my model and my hand tracking to completely crash out and just freak out.
Huh.
So, I don't know.
I'm doing fine. I just didn't pull up my hand tracking because I wasn't in the mood.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about because I get that problem with some other games, but I haven't had that with Tabletop Sim yet.
Tabletop Sim's the only game I've had that issue with. And I also feel a bit wibbly right now, so it's probably a good thing I'm not doing streaming my end.
All good. All good.
Okay, I'ma just. Okay, thank God for one tab. Let me try closing all of my.
Well, while you do that, I'm gonna give a little bit of a gift to the people that are in the Discord right now. Hello, Rika. Yes, who's a good kitty? You're coming with me.
For their attack.
Aw.
It's a spiky-tongued critter.
I pull it up.
Go back. You want to go back?
Oh.
The happiest cat noise.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, actually, okay. I need to bring this up real quickly. You know that thing I showed earlier, the Vital Device game? Apparently, it looks so weird because it is set inside the human body. That is actually kind of an interesting concept. An RTS set inside a human body. I am going to give them that.
Are you able to log in now, or no? Are you still having issues?
No, the logging isn't a problem. It's the performance.
The game
for
itself.
something. Yeah. So, okay, let me just try launching it one more time. I've pretty much closed off all the tabs now.
But yeah, I assure you, the cat is, even though like she makes like distressed noises a little bit, she is also very good kitty, and she's pretty chill about it. She makes those noises mostly because like she knows that I like it when she talks a lot. She's like very vocal. Like she's licking my finger right now.
Daw.
Yeah, my cat's the same way.
Okay, so it was for some reason my Chrome, and I know like Chrome and browsers like that, and I'm the kind of person that unfortunately always has like a million tabs open, but I've had a million tabs open in previous sessions, and it's like it never
maybe
reacts.
close them out.
Out of
mercy to your thing. You could just open it back up later when you're done.
You should close down your browser at least quarterly.
I mean, listen,
Every
Oh,
30
you mean
months.
every 25 years, right?
Yes.
Really quick. Because I'm never going to get sponsored anyway, I just use Opera GX.
you know what?
It has
Yeah, Opera GX.
It does everything Chrome does, except it has a limiter, so I can say, I don't want you to devour my computer, please. And
You
it
know what?
says, okay.
You know what? I
You know,
have
you're-
been considering it. I have
Hashtag
been
not
considering
sponsored.
it.
It's very good. Opera GX is the best browser. Sponsor me, you hacks.
You're making me think of like the guy who did the story about, like, he did like a graphic novel about comics, understanding comics. They did an advertisement where they had him by Scott McCloud. They hired him to do an advertisement explaining how Google Chrome worked back when Firefox was the big boy, and they're like, we don't have one program burdening your computer with 1,000 tabs. No, we just have 1,000 instances of that program running all at once. And my immediate response upon reading that slide was, I think that's a bad idea.
But I mean, regardless,
Oh,
it's
wait.
like
We're here now.
regardless, one tab is a lifesaver for me because it's like, okay, now I can just close them all down now. There'll be all the links, and I can just like open them up later. But what I like
Anyways.
about it, this. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. I just like having general.
You are in the
chit-chat.
middle of a stream. Go.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, the more you ramble, the more I get to be horizontal on my chair while my brain settles in my skull.
Are you planking right now?
Maybe a little.
Yes,
So.
blood to brain ratio.
Who wants to recap?
I'll open up with a simple one of where we last left off on the town of Lanfall.
Da 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 da.
We were just procedurally generating this town after dealing with a goblin attack with magical items. Considering that we had food and supplies, they assumed we would be well equipped. They also did not anticipate that we would be well equipped with, weapons and sticks and the like. They had not predicted the sticks, so they were felled quite effectively. And thus we recruited two of the goblins to our side, which they were named. I can't remember the names.
Goblin and Goblin.
I have it right here.
No, they were named something else.
We were, in fact, the AI that generated this town.
Yeah.
Say. Dun, dun,
It
dun,
was-
dun, dun, dun.
Official about it.
Kautzark
I
and...
absolutely object to that. Please do not refer to me as intelligence.
In any case, now that we have managed to construct the various locales and pieces that we definitely wrote notes down about all the little curiosities and quirks throughout everything,
So many notes. So many notes.
we were just about to decide on our town anthem that we will be playing in a MIDI tone in the background that Jade totally had set up prior to the stream.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I-
for sure.
If I knew this would have been the joke that we opened up with, I probably would have done my redesign of the town.
I'm looking forward to that.
The AI joke struck me. It was just call us Chat PGPT because we did Jade's homework.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
It's like, where is your homework today, child? I'm sorry, teacher. ChatGPT plagiarized it.
So, while you are still on the ship and within a day of arriving at Lanfall, I want to open up this this particular session with the worst thing that a DM can do, and that is a cutscene. Because
Ooh,
Oh man, I love
Why?
cutscenes.
as
it's a terrible idea.
as
Oh,
an
here, I
as
thought
an
you were gonna
anime
split the party.
That's the worst thing the party can do. That's not the worst thing the DM can do.
as an animator, I like things because I'm curious. So you're gonna do it.
So, I would like a volunteer to flex your improv muscles and play the role of Marcus, the intrepid warrior who firmly believes that he's the main character of this story. Because right now, Marcus is going to be having a bit of a moment.
Do I want to embarrass myself?
If you won't, I will.
If anybody wants to volunteer, anybody. I feel it would be presumptuous for me to volunteer.
No, I got it. I got it.
Alright.
All right.
I'll play Marcus, the amazing
I'll
warrior
sit here
who
with
has
my
those.
adult Lunchables and
Yeah.
travesty.
Talk,
So-
adventurer. What is that potion you have? An adult lunchable.
So, Marcus,
Tell me a finest potion. Sorry.
half human, half dwarf, and is part of the main adventuring party, as you will remember. Not because you guys were the backup, if you will.
Fuck. He's half dwarf. Like,
Warbs.
And he's just learned some very interesting information, because you see, he heard from one of his colleagues, Dogfish, that Dogfish both heard and smelled human prisoners aboard the barge.
oh no.
Aboard. To which I believe your reaction might be to grab your axe and go talk to the goblin captives that were taken.
So this half dwarf saunters over. He's like, "All right, you little green shites."
Well, hold on. Then the thing is, though, that just to really set the stage here,
Okay.
Bill,
Hmm?
you're hanging out. You mostly have been hanging out with these goblins, right?
Yeah.
So they're not like chained up or anything. They're not captives, to your knowledge.
No.
They're
Okay.
indentured servants.
Liv, when you are ready to change the nature of the scene, just call them like dirty ship rats or something of that nature. And I will say, go ahead and play this out as you desire.
All right. So I'm gonna imagine he just approaches and he just like he sees the goblins, he sees everyone vibing. He's like, "All right, why are those dirty ship rats not in chains?" And he's just kind of like holding like his axe with like his thumb and forefinger like on the blade, and he's just like he looks like he's just eyeing them with just like this look of absolute like, you are lucky your heads are on your shoulders still.
They're not in chains because no one will be put in chains.
You told them that. So I'm sure they disagree.
They might disagree, but I won't. We won't have any prisoners.
Really? So it doesn't bug you at all that these are partially responsible for the deaths of however many prisoners on their own ship?
I don't think that that's how responsibility works. They didn't have any choice.
Oh, they could have done the right thing. They would have died, but hey, maybe they would have gone to a better place.
And if you try to put them in chains, so will you.
What?
There's something
hap-
we need from them.
What?
Wait, hang on, what's Jay trying to say?
Oh, the goblins don't actually speak common, so they're just kind of confused, very confused at this moment. What?
So,
What?
okay, so just make sure I have the characterization down. This guy's like actually just straight up thinks he's the protagonist, right?
Yeah, he thinks he's the main character. That's kind of he is the cliche heroic adventurer.
He's going to like
He's
lower.
Gaston.
He lowers himself and he shoulders his axe, and he's like, "You best step aside while I deliver some justice, or I'm gonna have to assume that you're on the same side as these devils."
I raise my hand, say, do you happen to speak the language that they speak?
He kind of like jostles his axe on his shoulders, and he's like, "I speak the universal language."
So no, you don't speak you don't speak their language.
Don't
If you
need
want
to.
any answers from them, you'll have to go through me. I'm the one who can translate.
All right. Well, how do you say for crimes against nature and the common decency of civilization, you're sentenced to death? How do you say that in shit stain?
No idea. Didn't come up in class.
All right then. And he's just gonna just try and shove past you to just like he's like out of the way, sidekick.
Pushes. He puts his hand on me, and starts to push, and I'm not there. And then I'm behind him,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm about as surprised as he is.
Hapato, hatakotorto.
What'd you say about my
Lord,
mum?
you
And he just starts
farted.
swinging, just starts go to swing the axe.
Let's not actually bring this to combat, at least at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming like that he misses just because he's like jumpy. He just
Yeah, well,
brings the axe down
say-
just in front of the goblin.
Sure.
How could I have known that he was 2 feet tall?
That's
My
that.
mum was not an elf, she was a half-elf, it's different. That was an offensive thing you could say to a dwarf. Your mum was an elf.
Please do not remind me of that one meme video of the dwarf just a minute of nothing but insults. I
Yeah.
forgot what the exact name of the video was.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
What our friend
Are
there
we-
said was, "Why is the big man so angry?"
Why is it so mean?
Dogfish told me that on their ship they had how many prisoners? Or did Dogfish not gonna count?
No, just he just heard noises and smells.
According to Dogfish, they had prisoners. Civilized prisoners. And I would say that a civilized life is worth a lot more than that of a little green skin.
And
So?
do you consider yourself to be a civilized life?
I am a proud son of the dwarves. I am the most civilized out of all of us.
I see. I see. I turned to the goblins. I asked them, "Did you have prisoners on board your ship?"
Prison? We had makers. We had meat makes.
You're gonna eat them?
Oh no! We don't eat meat makes. They take the meat and make the cheese and help the animal make the other animal with more animals. So they make meat.
Okay, so that's okay. So maybe it's just because my brain is rattling in my skull. That sounds like they eat babies.
They're farmers. They've captured.
Yeah.
Really hoping that that's
ranchers,
not-
basically. They've captured
Like-
ranchers who are breeding cattle or something
Yeah.
Yeah.
like that, and then eating the cattle.
Okay.
Yeah, like thinking about it for more than like half a second, then yeah, but like, between the disruption because of Discord being Discord, and then like the broken English, it just,
Yeah.
just like my immediate thought was like, oh my god, they make meat. Wait, are you breeding the slaves to eat the children? Oh my god.
No.
I look at them like horribly aghast for a second, and then wait. Okay. Do you have people who aren't allowed to leave?
But it's in an ocean. But yeah, we do. But there's an
Tall
ocean
people,
there. We
though?
can't leave anyway. Yeah, some of them are tall. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's not my group anymore. I'm part of your group. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And you protect me?
Oh yes.
Okay. Cause yes, we had people make meat and cheese, and the meat makes they very good and helpful. And we capture them, but we take good care of them. Used to. We
know how
don't
many
now.
there were?
I'm with holds up fingers and toes.
I turn back. There's something in the teens. People. Yeah.
So he's gonna squint. So are we in the town now? Or are we still?
Oh no, you're still on the ship. This is the last. This is the you'll be arriving in town later this afternoon / evening. But you are currently on the ship.
Okay. So he's gonna scowl. He's gonna like look at you, and he's gonna like look at the rest of the deck. He's gonna like he's thinking for a moment. You can hear the cogs in his brain, his tiny protagonist brain. And he's gonna just like shoulder his axe again, and he's just gonna bring a gauntleted finger to your chest and be like, "This ain't over between you, me, or them little shit rats."
As another little ship
Okay.
rat, I don't like the way this is going.
And he's
Maria is walked into the same room. She is wearing a green sundress and an angry scowl.
Oh,
Marcus, you're not sure how long your wife has been standing there.
oh no, oh no, I'm sleeping in the stables, and Not again.
End
Bit of
scene.
shame in it. Bit of shame in it.
Yeah, you.
I turn to her and say, "Ma'am."
Yeah, when she comes in, like you just see like this. He had like his chest puffed out, and his old bravado, like just like literally just it's, like his internally he just set his his toxic masculinity to like he took it all the way to the top of the slider and then kept going. And then the moment she comes in, his shoulders slump, and like he looks like 3 inches shorter. Man is whipped.
Lord Reftus, was it?
Not Lord anything. Cass.
Sometimes the
Yes.
best way to emotional sensitivity is a suplex from your wife.
Yeah,
Do be like that sometimes.
sometimes.
Dictator over here with a sagely nod as if he knows what we're talking about.
You were saying something, Polar Guy?
No, I said yes, hello, basically.
Oh, okay.
We were just finishing up here.
The
I think
with the-
your
oh, sorry, good.
your husband was on his way
Yes.
out.
Yes, I do believe he was. She turns around and walks away, fully expecting him to follow.
He like goes to open his mouth, and then like he can hear her footsteps. Cause I'm assuming she's wearing heels. I don't know why, because she's a sorceress or something, right?
Oh no, this is the mouse folk. This
it's
is
the
the
mouse?
the mouseling. That's why they took offense. That's why they took offense at the line, the ship rats line.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. Okay, so as you just hear the oh wait, do mouse folk have tails? Because I have a thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So he like goes to so he hears her footsteps getting further away, and he puts up like a finger to say something, and you just hear like a whip crack as her tail like hits the deck as he's like, coming here, and he just scurries.
Nice.
Alright. I feel lightheaded now. I'm gonna lean back down. Alright. I'm
Sure.
back here now.
No worries.
I instruct the goblins to bide a moment, and I go and get them some food.
Everyone else who was present for this, you sort of take it in.
Mine's sober back home. Grandma had such a way with Grandpa.
I can say the same can be said about the king and queen back home for me. Although the queen is a lot more shrill.
Oh boy.
I come back in, and in the nicest tone of voice I can manage, while I'm handing the goblins their food, I say, "They kept me in a hole, in chains, for 10 years. I won't see that happen."
That's fine. I didn't do that. I don't think.
I say that in common to my companions, so the goblins don't understand.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
As I just imagine, Rodalak taps his fingers together. It's just like, that doesn't happen to extend towards the horses pulling the carriages, right?
No.
Okay, I just wanted
The
to,
horses seem happy.
clarify. You know, sometimes the chain thing can be more of a triggering event rather than just a feeling of injustice, so on and so forth. We'll do our best to not have a jail. As it turns out, we did not build one in the area with the assumption that our groups will be misbehaving to such a degree. Heavens forbid.
Soba agrees. Incarceration is very bad. Back home, we just kill people who do crime.
By the way, we are
I mean,
still...
I don't think we'll be needing that either, but I'm sure that we will have a good means of dispensing judiciary administration to it.
Usually frontier justice is swift execution.
Rodelax sputtered a word salad, being flustered by the idea of them just being like, no, we won't imprison them, we'll just kill them. Wasteland justice.
Back on mountain, you steal someone's mutton, you lose hands. You steal someone's life, you lose life. And maybe get brought back a zombie, but that's, up to the necromancer.
I just like the idea
Those things happen.
I just like the idea that my character was the one that brought that up. Like he doesn't approve of it, but he's just he's just saying a fact, which feels in character.
Yeah.
I'm not beyond the familiarities with the justice system. I once was considered to be quite the criminal in my offices.
Why do you have both
I have a
hands?
difficult time imagining that.
What is considered a criminal offense?
so do I.
In an environment?
Soba's gonna take you literally, and she's just like staring at your arms. You're like, why do you have both hands? You're not caught?
Crime crime is handled rather differently in the Department of Happenstance. There was a brief time when I considered myself quite the voracious consumer of knowledge. The Department of Happenstance had a rather robust library, tomes of places and dimensions that had once existed but no longer. And I happened to partake in such knowledges. Some might even consider have been forbidden. But at one point, my flight to see the great stars and wonders that have hidden behind those spines and tomes caught up to me. When the administrator had observed through the various ledgers that I had been committing quite a crime quite unforgivable in some eyes in the department. I happened to have absconded with a tome longer than the allotted permissible time to lend it out. A whole 4 hours. I was young and I was a fool, but...
So you've taken the library book out for longer than what you were allowed to.
Oh, no.
All right. No, you're right. There is one exception to what I said. I think that's simply unforgivable.
Well, I had taken the time to atone for my crimes. I spent about the equivalent amount of hours that I had overlent the book in the prison room.
The prison room?
No, the prism room. PRISM room.
Oh.
Oh,
what was that room for?
Well, that room was a...
It's where they had the prison.
It is a place that they incarcerate some people temporarily, where you are placed in there and you are presented with a 360-degree view of all of the views outside of the building. And when the sun hits the prism room, your being is separated into a spectrum of colors. For 4 hours, I was 16 various colored Rodelax, witnessing existence all at once. The view is spectacular, at least.
That is an interesting punishment. That's quite an interesting punishment.
Yes, well, I was a young lad, and sometimes a little bit of rebellion lives within all of us,
Like the more Soba hears about like your magically inclined like upbringings, the more she's just like magic bad, hate magic.
Oh no, come now. Like magic is a wonderful, fascinating thing. It just also happens to have a spectrum of more existentially horrific instances. Oh, I said spectrum, didn't I? I suppose that was a pun, given the conversation.
Indeed, it was.
Oh god.
Land ho!
Like, to summarize the story, I stole a library book, and they separated my soul into several parts for a couple of hours.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I was.
For 4
Honestly,
hours.
I was wondering if that's what actually happened, or it was literally just, oh, you lit up and your reflections were all in different colors.
It's entirely possible.
Like, I got the library book thing. I just need to make sure that the prism thing was exactly what I thought I was hearing, or if it was something you made up.
I'm just imagining somebody walking up into the prism and being like, to a prisoner and being like, what is it that you seek the most? Freedom? A room with a view? And they're just like, a view!
Oh,
There's nothing but view!
So, what are you in for?
I stole a library book. Slide away.
There's more. No.
But all the people in there are you, so it's what are you in for? Library book, you, library book, you, library book, you, library book.
Like you, tax fraud. What? There's a bit of Schrodinger in this prism. Oh, okay.
Yeah. The classic, they should all be the same, but one is definitely different.
Yeah. And when you come back together, your fur is a shade different, and the missing color that would make you the same shade is out there somewhere.
I was told that my fur was alabaster as a child. Now it's eggshell.
Oh no! Where's the red me? Where'd he go?
You delivered that line. You delivered that way too well.
That was fantastic.
That was great.
It was.
Right then, land has been called.
Yeah, so I mean, I thought we were already at land by coming into this town, or did the town like manifest while we were?
We met the town while we were still on the boat.
Yeah.
So when the sailor calls out land ho, Silver's gonna like look up at the crow's nest and just be like, "Crowman does not need to be so rude to land. I'm so very sure land is wonderful, lady."
Silly.
My sense of humor is shot today. I'm sorry.
All good.
I thought it was funny.
But yes, yeah, you are and have been still on the ship. Land. We crafted the town before you arrived at it. That's what we did at the end of last
big
session.
sword.
Mm-hmm. And now.
So does the town like manifest when we arrive, or is it something that we end up building once we make land?
How do you mean?
It's already
Well,
built.
Yeah, the town. We're not the first people here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because like so these buildings were already here when we arrive. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You are not the first
Probably-
explorers on the land. This town has been here for about a year, and a hair bit more on top of that, with a couple of ships coming in and bringing in other people. So it is a fresh continent, but the land itself has been settled by at least enough for it to have a functioning town and communication set.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna write down in the notes of my current like investigations.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is in regards to the magical anomaly, or the magical barrier or something.
The rift.
Yeah. I'd like to open up a second investigation.
Mm-hmm. Certainly.
I'm writing it down. The second one is, what happened to everyone that disappeared? that are no longer here.
Disappeared?
Well,
What?
considering you said the town was already built and had been built here for about a year, correct?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, so
Yeah,
all the
there are
NPCs
people
we
here.
made, like...
Yeah,
Oh,
the
people
people-
actually live
like,
here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you-
no,
yeah.
we're not coming to a ghost town. We're coming to the town that we, the players, made as our
Okay,
character.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would hope it's
I
not a
thought
ghost
we were
town we
building
put all
the
that
town
effort
as in
into
like,
the-
we have arrived here. Now we build the place, and all the people that were
Oh.
all the villagers and all that stuff were people that came with us.
No.
I thought that was very clear that no, we're just making the town.
Yeah, that you
It's
was
like-
you,
There's a
you, the
big tree
players
in the middle
crafting
of town
the
that says. There's a big tree in the middle of town that has somebody carved a Croatoan in, but it's just the name of somebody.
Yeah. I mean, I still love the big sword that's just kind of like, hey, don't move these bones. Bones gone.
But yeah, your
still-
characters are arriving here for the first time to a town that has already been here and established and has a community.
Okay.
And is-
I
Mhm.
still
I
can't
ima-
get over.
I imagine one scene upon arriving at this place is Rodelac looking at that sign that says that, did we actually say that it was in a language that any of us could actually translate or no?
Well, you haven't undocked off the ship yet. One thing that I want
That's fair.
One thing I want to focus on today specifically is I want to shift us a little bit out of the mindset of where's the next adventure point, where's the next plot point, where's the next, target point, and more into a sitcom mindset, where we're going to take you, or a storytelling mindset, where we're just going to go, piece by piece of what your characters do at the moment. A little bit more slice of lifey, as opposed to the D&D logic of what's the next thing that's going what's the next event, so to speak. Because the current event is land is visible, and some of the packages and loading things are being brought up on the foredeck, so they can be readily unloaded once the ship docks, which is only about
I need to get this. Good.
which is only a little ways away time wise.
I need to get a soundboard sound effect of the Seinfeld transition theme.
Alright, we'll see what I have on deck. Hang on.
I don't remember it well enough. It's a bunch of mouth noises.
Yeah. Or something like that.
It's
Oh,
like
like
a,
that, well, no, that's the one from Doug.
Oh,
Doug's the one with the mouth sounds where it's like.
Oh yeah. Oh
No,
gosh.
Seinfeld is the bass guitar.
Seinfeld and Doug are very similar shows.
They are.
Yeah, they kind of
Weirdly,
are.
yeah. Like weirdly so.
I also have watched a television program.
Hold on. I'm trying to piece it together. Okay, did not expect that.
Right then, so
I think you might be right. Both shows are kind of about nothing.
Yeah.
well, they're
I mean,
both
one of
slice
them
of life.
has more. One of them has more hallucinations than the other.
True.
And the
And
funny
it's
thing
not
is
the
that
one
it's
you
not
think.
the live action show.
I don't know either of these shows.
Let us return to the game. Yes.
The only
Yeah.
Seinfeld I've watched was the AI generated one.
Well, all you need to
Okay,
know
well
for
that's the best one, so you're good.
Let's keep
so
on. Let's
what's
stay
going
the
on?
course, folks.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
I
it's
just
cool.
want to say all you need to know is like the little tune, do-do-ch, do-do-ch, or whatever.
Right then.
Moving
So
on.
the boat docks, and you notice that the people of the town are fairly overwhelmingly human, but there are a lot of frogmen. That is a race that is unfamiliar to you, because in this world, Gripply are indigenous to this land and have not been in the other land.
So I'm just gonna say, since we're not familiar with them, just because they're also so small, there seems to be a frog infestation in town.
How? Okay, so like, are they wearing clothes? I would assume so, right?
Yeah, they're wearing clothes.
Has there been a curse here?
But like when she sees one that's wearing like like a full set of like outfits like from the old world. Like it's wearing like a little top hat and like a petticoat. And she's like,
When
"Oh,
I hear the word
that's
curse, I start and quickly make sure that my chest is covered.
adorable froggy!" Like Soba just gonna like this massive 9-foot tall Goliath just slowly like reaches down as if she's going to pet this like little like 2-foot tall frog. Like just looming over it, and she just pet.
Oh, that art is adorable. I got places to go, but I'm also timid.
Oh my god!
We get that on
They
screen
are-
for everybody.
I wish
Perfect.
to give it a boop upon the noggin.
Do not boop. Do not boop that Mary suicide bomber.
But it's what the poop on its noggin, brother.
I love the text speech.
Sorry for the delay on this.
Next objective: socialize.
Objective updated. Survive.
We need
Oh,
some
hey,
socializing
transparent.
music.
Yeah,
True.
Quick,
Music-
fetch the best stock music that is safe for streaming as you can get.
so nothing
Uh,
Nintendo. Gotcha.
Just a one guitar riff.
Well,
I
here's
just
one.
had to physically restrain myself from humming the Mario theme.
No.
So then,
I heard Zelda.
people
No,
can,
that was Doki Doki.
people
Anywho.
start unloading supplies off of the ship, and I'm going to give you your thing that you notice, because I assume that you want to be using that ability whenever it's available. Yes, no?
Mhm.
The Gripply have, many of them have little pouches, like sort of like chalk bags that they keep on their back hip. As they go to lift up the crates that look impossibly heavy for the tiny frogs, they reach back, grab a little bit of a red powder out of their hip bag, clap their hands, and a bunch of thick crystal structures explode out into their arms. After which they can just grab these large things and pick them up and move them.
How curious.
Indeed.
That's weird. Anybody ever seen anything like that before?
Have I
No?
seen anything like that before?
Have I seen anything like that?
No. Though if you want to roll some sort of arcana, you certainly may.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yes.
I
Uh,
got a 15.
Oof.
28.
Oh wow.
What do I roll to determine whether they're stronger than me?
You said Arcana, right?
Mhm.
Let me just check my modifier. 14 plus
So
11.
I'm just out here picking up every single chair at once.
20, 25 or 26, somewhere in that range.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
You said 11, right? So it's 25.
Yeah, okay, thank you. My brain
Right
not
then.
good math.
Fine.
Rodolak, this is unlike anything that you've seen before. Kass and Flicker.
Hmm?
This is impossible. This is a new type of magic, the form of which you have never seen before. In the way that a baker can look at a blacksmith and say, yes, we both use heat to craft something new from other materials, that's how similar and how separate this skill is from what you've seen. You can look at it and recognize that this is a magic, but it is so far removed from any magic that you have seen before as to be, completely new.
So how heavy is the stuff they're carrying with this magic?
Extremely heavy. They are picking up large boxes and steel crates.
Yeah,
So-
and they're like 2 foot big dudes. So it's like
So they've got Soba level strength at 3 feet tall. Soba needs some
Yeah.
of this drugs. Soba needs some of these drugs. I want to suplex a building.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, Soba just like, as she's looking at this, she's seeing this tiny thing do something that she can do easily and be like, I need some of this powder.
Soba, Soba, what they're doing, I don't have any idea how that works. It might be fine for them. It might just make you explode. I have no idea. It could do anything.
But could I pick up building before I explode?
Well, we might want to look into how it would affect your biology before we try doing such a thing. You know, microdose if we need to.
This world
Don't
immediately
try the
provides.
whole thing at once. Try just a little bit, and then see how you feel in half an hour.
This world immediately provides some new and interesting things right off the bat.
Apparently Soba sounds Spanish. Fear me if you dare.
You killed my father. For this
I
you
know
must
my
die.
accent is just oscillating
Prepare
quite
to
inconsistently throughout these games.
I'm just trying to sound kind of British and like I have a lot of life in me.
Soba is supposed to sound vaguely Slavic. I'm fucking it up.
You sound Russian to me.
Yeah, vaguely Slavic, like I said.
Yeah.
And I have a mic.
Vaguely Slavic. That.
Yeah.
GD, is that gonna be your new branding? Vaguely Slavic?
Yeah!
You can say that. You can say that for me. Yeah.
I just like the idea of them being like, I'm vaguely Slavic, and then just dictator being like, that's our word.
Well,
we get to use that. You don't.
I'll be honest. I'm not sure if I feel like my country is from all the things that I've learned about it through the internet and whatnot. It always feels like we're the guys that are Slavic, but we pretend not to be.
Like I said, vaguely Slavic.
Yeah, that's why I agree with
that
it.
tracks. This suddenly tracks.
And,
Yeah.
if you can do a vaguely British accent, I can do a vaguely Slavic accent. It goes both ways, motherfucker.
Wait, are you British?
Yeah.
Oh,
I just
I'll be
have
honest,
a neutral accent I use most of the time. Yeah.
I'll be honest. I couldn't.
I would not
tell.
have guessed.
Almost as if I'm a voice actress.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
it's not
very
on.
much impressive.
Yeah, but it's not on all the time.
Did I ever tell you
not-
about my proudest moment of my acting career?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I was working at a medieval / Renaissance themed dinner place, and I had a family after as they were leaving ask me not if I was from England, but where in England I was from, because they were from Sussex and they recognized my accent. And it's like, this is the greatest
that's
compliment
amazing.
I have ever received.
Yeah, no, that's excellent.
That's amazing.
It's funny because people, whenever I hear my voice, I don't hear it, but lots of other people around here just kept telling me that I sound fairly American, and I've also gotten that kind of compliment from some people.
Well, that don't sound right.
You can call
I
me
know I
Matthew
don't sound
McConaughey.
I'm being a shit. I'm being a shit.
Most of what I get when people are like, "Where's your accent from?" Thanks, it's the speech impediment.
I mean, there are some people that consider having a British accent as a speech impediment, so you're in good company.
I mean,
Well, that's wrong
you
English.
don't say your R's enough.
Yeah.
Arr.
But,
Not you specifically.
Rheumatism.
So, hello, I'm Gep Gep. A small frog.
Hello.
Hello, Gup Gup.
Oh my god, I want to pet him.
Oh, I guess it is.
Be careful, you
guess
don't
it
want
is
to
my
squish
crest.
the poor thing. Well, hello, Gup Gup. It's wonderful to meet you. We're a bit new in town, and we are hoping to register our expedition in your lovely village. Do you know where we could go for such a thing?
I'm gonna be your valet or the valet, or I'm gonna be helping you, and I can help you a lot. I'm Gep Gep, and I can take all your stuff. Can I see your stuff? Where's your stuff? Oh, there it is. Gep Gep reaches into their pouch, does the crystal thing on their arms, and grabs all of your stuff. I assume you have trunks with some weapons and supplies. We haven't really covered what all you packed for the expedition, but honestly, that's whatever it is that you think is going to be important to you.
Most of
Soba
Cece's stuff is just all packed in her chair.
Yeah,
Soba
just has a goat hide backpack on her back. Just
Yeah, everything I own fits in a backpack.
Yeah.
Can I please do a perception roll here?
Absolutely.
Is Gup Gup mugging us? Because like I'm just gonna take all your stuff. I'm like, okay, wait, hold on.
If
We have not discussed the nature of our relationship yet.
As a squire, I know what baggage handling looks like.
How's that perception check going?
I got a 7.
7? You know, he might be. You don't know.
Truly. Can I roll?
I grab Rodelac by the wrist. Rodelac, that's the valet. Just let him. It's okay.
Well, I'm not gonna reach for Gub Gub or anything like that. It's more of just the idea of like I'm gonna take all your stuff and Rodelac. Hang on, but
I see the look in your eyes. I see the look in your eyes. I'm like, just chill. It's okay.
Before things get out of hand, Soba's going like her eyes just light up, and she's like, and she's going to go over to like, you a tiny one. Tell Soba, how do you lift anything? Tell her.
Yes, I'm quite curious as well. Oh, as I walk up next to her, with like a curious expression.
What? Oh, you don't have this? Oh, well, I just take some crystal and boop, and then make my hand strong. Come. Let's just get your hands moved in. We have to move to go. We're in the way of everybody.
Mm-hmm. Let's keep moving.
I'm gonna get my hands on some of this stuff. I'm gonna suplex a building. I swear to God, especially if it kills me.
I'm imagining it being a Ed from Ed and Eddie situation where it's like you just casually like lift the building, and then it falls on you and you're fine.
I take the goblins and move over to like where the people are living and moving around, and start talking to people in Goblin to see if I can find somebody who speaks it.
Okay, so my brain, when Gub Gub said I'll get your stuff, my brain went, okay, so Gub Gub's lifting up the goblins too. Got it.
They're just like sitting on the crates and they get lifted up as well.
Yeah.
I feel like the Dockmaster absolutely speaks Goblin. And a ton of other languages that just like no one expects him to for no reason.
That makes sense.
Speak Infernal.
That
I speak
makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, I do have that listed there. I do have, I believe, all of the details. If you right-click on any of the building, it should list the building name and the character inside. I think I got all of them. Nope, I missed the library. It looks like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh no, not our depressed Warforged. Oh no.
The Forge doesn't have it either.
Did the Forge the Forge in the Colds? Wait, where's the?
I can add the one for the Forge.
The Forge had the elf blacksmith that's been here
I got
since like the start of the town.
Man, yes, depressed Warforged describes a good chunk of characters of a player that I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that like most of the things don't.
Yeah,
have
it didn't save that.
Mm.
Alright, I'll fix that as we go along.
At least Granny Biscuits is self-explanatory. Hello, dearies. Would you like a biscuit?
I wrote a couple of them in while we were doing stuff.
Sweet.
So, Gub Gub, are you the valet, the official valet of this town of Lanfall?
I'm the valet. Hi.
How many things have you valeted it for?
I don't actually know what a valet is, but I'm supposed to help you in any way I can.
You're supposed to. Who pays you?
Pay?
Ah, yes, a squire is like. He must be a squire.
Sorry, I don't
You
know
know.
that many of those common words yet, but I'm getting better.
Yes, you are. I'm going to go in
So
and
you're
like.
not seeing that this could potentially cause a problem in the future.
Oh boy.
Paying,
Soba
being
just kind of.
paid, is when you're compensated for your work, like they give you something, money usually.
Money.
I don't think explaining it
Soba's
with
gonna
bigger
add
words
in.
would help.
Soba's gonna add in because she only speaks common as a second language. She's like, when the other ones give you these jingly shiny things, and she kind of like taps her coin purse and like makes the sound.
De cha-ching.
The cha-ching,
Cha-ching.
Oh,
the jingly shiny things.
Gep has enough of those right now. That's fine.
It's just apparently a hobby for Gub Gub.
Like a tear comes to Soba's eye. A true member of community.
Yet again, the squire's life.
No, I think these Gripply are just communists. All right, you know what? I'm all for it.
No, I'm down with that. Oh my god.
The Gripply are friends of the revolution.
You just randomly rolled
I'm
that.
not even trying to roll right now. I'm just messing around. I get a 1.
And you still got a 1.
The curse persists.
I think it's because the dice is physics-based and it's 16 tons.
Yeah, I think that might actually be affecting.
Yeah, it definitely is a factor.
Well, I'll make it. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do?
Make it bigger.
The smallest.
Make it
I
small-
made it as
make
big
it-
as I could. I'm gonna make it
make
the
it as
smallest
tiny as it can.
die ever.
By the way,
Yes.
this,
By that metric,
way-
it's gonna be. Oh dear.
Okay, it's
I
rolling.
Yes.
I
Yes.
can't see
Yes.
It's an improvement. It's a D10.
You don't have to see it. You can just say whatever it was you want it to be.
Okay, I'm curious. What's gonna be?
20!
Oh.
Hey, tiny dice!
Okay.
Tiny dice is correct.
So your luck scales with size. I see. Understood.
Well, inversely.
If it's
Inversely.
cold outside, you roll better.
Anyways, I'm down with commie frogs. Frogmunists.
Yeah.
Frogginess.
Oh no. Oh god! Like all the Griffly are just like, oh yeah, this cool book washed up on shore a few decades ago. They pull out a copy of the fucking Communist Manifesto.
Anyway, do we have like any
The
do we have like any
Amphibian
like food that we can give Gub Gub?
Any what?
Any food that Gub Gub would appreciate, like some like insect cakes or something. I don't know.
There's a lot of pickles left over.
I will
By
offer Gub Gub a pickle.
Oh, thank you.
As a tip.
Okay, so this is the place for you. It's the Adventure Hall. Maybe there's someone else lived here before, but they don't live anymore. So you can come in here.
Don't you mean they don't live here anymore?
No.
Now.
No, he did not.
Oh.
Well, let's hope that the house doesn't have anything to do with their sudden vacancy.
Oh, come on. What's the worst that could happen? I slap you on the back. Walk on in.
Take 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
No, not from me. I'm
it's like,
thin
it's
as
like,
a
what's the
rail.
worst that could happen? He's just like, I mean, dying was literally on the table there, but okay.
There are worse things.
Just gonna share a meme with you guys. The chat. You can react
There are many worse things, like being raised by a necromancer and forced to tell bad jokes at comedy night. Happened to Uncle. Very sad.
Oh, you have necromancers too?
Yeah.
Yeah, my tribe did not have clerics. We just had necromancers, and sometimes they got there early.
Oh. Can you give me a perception if you'd be so kind?
Yeah, here we go. All right, let's test this out, folks.
Shit.
13. I got a 20.
This is already an improvement.
Oh,
Tiny
boy.
die.
I'm trying. 14.
18.
Oh wait, well, what are we rolling? Sorry, my brain completely.
Perception.
Okay.
It was just
yeah.
it was just effectively an insight check.
Mine
Rotolac.
is probably enough.
Yeah. You recognize that there's something profoundly uncomfortable as that in that response.
Wait, in what
response to which
way?
line?
In a response to the necromancer statement, Gep feels very uncomfortable all of a sudden.
Have there been necromancers in the town before?
Oh no, they don't go into the town. No, we don't let them in the town. They're too mean. They don't come here. They don't come here. They don't come here. They don't come here.
Classic
Well,
Necrom.
Soba kind of gets it. It's like, oh, do not worry. Soba killed everyone in tribe. No more necromancers, promise.
Okay, that's good. You didn't bring any with
Yeah,
you?
we don't have any of that.
No.
I killed them dead. Soba killed them dead.
Soba killed them dead. And then kill them again when they come back.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna start up that new investigation now.
Mm-hmm.
What necromancers?
Man, I'm kind of regretting not getting my necromancer in here now.
So I'm going to be,
Oh, God,
as a curiosity, what did these necromancers do to this town that makes Gub so
God.
nervous? So upon walking into the Adventurers Hall, that's odd triggers.
Mm-hmm. It's odd that it's empty, and you very much do remember the line that Gup mentioned about they don't live anymore. And looking around, there's still some stuff that if they left, they probably would have taken, but it's cobwebbed over and and nice and has that nice veneer on it that you get when you're right by the ocean. You know, that nice salt veneer.
I lick the timber.
Salty.
Yeah. Salt lick.
As
Well, I
much
suppose we have some
as
cleaning up to do.
a free house is appreciated, I feel like maybe I should start drafting plans to build something.
Do you think they're going to have a station here? You think they're going to have a station here long term?
I imagine that was the point of the mission.
Mm.
I mean, if this...
It'll
Either
be
way, I was
weird to
shipped
stay in
over
one
here
place
my
for a long
expertise
time.
in building things. What else am I going to do?
So was gonna like be like,
Cece?
if we are...
Sorry. I just want to finish the thought before you go onto that. I do want to hear what you have to say, but give me one. Cece, the building itself is solidly constructed. It's more that it's disrepaired and probably could use some extra thatch on the roof rather than it's like actually not structurally sound. It's not, old and decrepit. It's just disused. Just to clarify. Mm-hmm.
But also, someone in a wheelchair looking at a thatch roof that's gonna have to get replaced every 6 months.
Yeah. Totally fair. I
Yeah,
just wanted to
that's
clarify that.
Yeah. So was gonna
Sorry,
just
Liv.
shrug. Sorry. Yeah. So was gonna shrug and be like, we were sent to keep eye on sorry, what was exactly our mission? My brain is melt.
Just exploration, if I remember.
Okay. So mission is explore. This is the only town. We need home base. There's no why would we not set up place to come back to? I am fine sleeping in yurt, but I mean, and she points the one in the wheelchair. Little one probably does not sleep well in yurt.
Yep.
I'm just not used to staying anywhere for any amount of time.
So do you
we'll
know?
be doing a lot of expeditions out into the wild, so you'll be able to qualify for that. But having a place that we can call a base of operations, would be appropriate. Though drafting up plans to make improvements to the house would be nice. But until we do then, I'm going to take a look around to see if there might be any evidence of our past tenants here. So, do you mind if I do a perception on that one?
Please
I
do.
hope we find a skeleton in the basement.
Just giving the house a once over.
Yeah.
Tiny die. That's a 14.
Tiny die.
So that means I got a 9. I believe a 19. Yeah, a 19.
Yeah, see, already an improvement.
Really. There's nothing really specifically identifiable. Just like a couple of rusted daggers, some a knapsack full of whatever used to be in there. There was something else along with the food, but now it's not. It doesn't smell fantastic. There is a there is a cooking station. There are curtained bedrooms, not really so much as a bed, but you know what I mean by it's bed-ish. As far as it's specifically related to the past occupants, it looks like the kind of normal stuff you'd see in a regular guild hall. There's nothing really specific or unique that jumps out at you, but it's more disused than anything else you've seen in town, which is mostly still fresh and new.
All right then.
So I go and talk to the dockmaster and ask him if he might be able to find some work for our goblin friends.
Some work, eh? I can put some use to them. What skills do they have?
I look at the goblins. What do you know how to do?
I stab things.
Probably not a lot of call for that.
Oh,
Woodcutter.
Butcher.
Yeah.
Butcher, maybe, yeah.
Woodcutter is also good. Although that's less stab and more swing, but
the other one that chimes up. Do you need do you need a flint napper?
A foot.
You know, I'm not certain what that is. Can you tell me about that?
They hold up a stone, one of their stone daggers. This with the poison on it has long since dried, but it's a flint napped. It's handcrafted dagger from stone with a sharp edge.
Oh.
Stone tools.
I look at the dockmaster. I imagine you can find a use for them. I would take it as a personal favor if you would treat them with kindness.
Well, okay. More hands are always going to be useful, but I want them to spend at least an hour a day at the library until they can learn Common, because they're not going to be useful till then. Okay?
Do we have?
You guys know how to read?
Like markings in the forest, or?
So, I'll spend an hour a day with them at the library and further notice.
I was going to try and volunteer on that one for that, because the opportunity to teach goblins how to read and speak and stuff would probably be something that would make Rodolak's eyes light up.
You're welcome to join us. Absolutely.
Man, y'all just gonna keep Alvin company. He's gonna be so happy.
I think Silva could use the practice too.
Silva knows how to read. See, like she pulls out a book that's very clearly for 3-year-olds. 1, 2, buckle shoe. See.
Silva, you're welcome to join us whenever you like. We enjoy your company.
It's one of those books with the really thick pages for kids.
Yeah. To be fair, I think if she, with her like strength score, her passive level of strength, and how big she is, I think that's about the only book she'd be able to open.
You're just making me think of like what do you call it? The books that Rodolak's department or something gave to kids were like something with like very twee and adorable looking characters on the cover or something like that, and you open it up and it's got like these like 8-syllable words in there, like the language in it is just not meant for a first time reader.
No,
it's the Department of Happenstance version of the Canterbury Tales.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Am I gonna have to go into Canterbury Tales? Because I will. Just give me an excuse. Anyways.
Oh god.
I'm here for it.
Okay. New lore. Silva does know how to read, but like, she only learned like 2 months ago. Her fucking clan passed down all knowledge orally.
I like this idea that we come up to a new sign and we're like, oh, it appears that this is the right way, and Soba's like, let me read it.
I need practice.
Pushes Rodolak to the ground, reads it out loud, turns around expecting approval, and everybody too afraid to point out that Soba pronounced it wrong. It's like, good job.
Not just read it aloud. Not just read it aloud. She's sounding it out syllable by syllable.
Just takes us like an extra 20 minutes.
She finds a sign with a name she doesn't know how to pronounce. She just steals the sign to try and practice later.
Gep will help you, but they'll be equally wrong.
This is how new languages are made.
Yeah, pretty much.
So the mayor's gonna meet with you tomorrow morning?
All right.
Yep. They're gonna meet with you tomorrow morning. They stare up at you expectantly.
Sense motive. I'm guessing that he's looking for a tip.
Yeah. You know what? I'm thinking the same as.
Well, that is an
11 plus. What sense motive use?
I think that's a 12 for me.
What the sense motive use? Perception.
Perception.
Perception or diplomacy or deception if you're trying to counter deception. It's you can use a couple different skills as long as you can justify it. Otherwise, you can always lean back on in.
Then
deception.
I'm gonna lean on diplomacy 18.
Okay, or society actually is another one that you could use for that.
Yeah, I'll use society then. Good lord.
Yeah, then that lifts it up.
14.
Then that lifts it up to a 20.
Mm-hmm. They're looking for leadership. They're not sure what their job is because they don't exactly know what a valet is, but they were told they needed to be one, and they just want to be the best one that they can be.
Truly a squad. Truly a squad.
Yeah.
Is like.
As he leans down, Rodolak gets to his puts his hands on his knees, but comes down to get eye level with Gub, and he pulls out a few very small copper pieces.
Ooh.
As he says, "You did an excellent job as a valet. You helped us get where we needed to go. You did a good job telling us about the things around here and some points of interest, and for that, it is traditional for a valet to get a tip for doing a good job. So here you go."
What coins do you hand them?
I think a couple copper pieces.
Okay.
Soba has heard of this. You give tip to valet because horrible system ensures valet does not have living wage.
Wow. Okay.
Just like a
Oh, I feel called out.
Just Rodolak just gives a.
Just like a squire.
Thank you.
Y'all, I have to take 1 second to bring attention to my favorite thing, the photo bucket rock.
The photo bucket rock is amazing.
No,
I love the photo bucket rock.
I know you did, but I love it.
I've been wanting to make a comment about how much I fucking still love it.
It's the best thing.
And hey, in my Thursday game. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I could have taken it out, but I decided no, that stays.
No.
It's the fact that it's on every rock.
Yeah.
Every single one of them has it too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In my Thursday game, I caused a unionized revolution of Kobold, and I will do it again if no one stops me.
I also caused a union. Me and my friend in the game, we caused the union of the undead.
Yeah.
The kobolds were the dragons, the bourgeoisie.
No.
Yes,
actually,
it was. Yeah, no. It was actually Horde of the Dragon Queen. We ran into a bunch of. My character, who was this chaotic good fighter. just sees all these kobolds being mistreated, just goes like, hey, you know, like, there's more of you, right? We can unionize, you know, like, and just starts the kobold unification movement.
You know what's kind of funnier about like the unionizing the undead thing? It was literally like my noble paladin. He died, got raised as an undead, and it's like, you know what? I don't remember if it was before or after, but either way, I had a noble paladin that effectively turned the undead into like a union to just stop getting attacked or to work together against something. Actually, no, he was undead, so he literally got turned into the working class, and then he immediately unionized all the people around him.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
By the way, he was a good guy. He wasn't like bad or anything, but it is like the circumstance of events, and I just now realized this. Holy shit. That's so funny. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta tell this to the friend that I had at the time too.
This does not help right now. My cat has crawled into my lap, has wrapped herself against my chest. I wrap my arms around her, and now she's purring so much. I'm like, she's trying to like put me into nap mode, and I'm like, stop it.
Oh, you need to go touch the stone.
Oh, yeah.
Here, I'll show you the stone.
The stone?
What?
All right.
What stone?
Oh, okay. I'm new here.
Touch a
I'm
rock.
willing to see the sights.
Come.
Gup, while we have you, do you happen to know what sort of rocks and trees are local around here?
Yes, all of them.
Yeah, that's...
Ask a silly question.
Answer like that,
He's not wrong. He is not wrong.
It's all the rocks and trees that he's aware of.
They are.
Gup.
I was
Hold on.
honestly kind of baiting for that kind of answer.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Let me click a button here and hope that I don't explode everything. Cool, I didn't.
Touch the rock.
Touch of the rookie.
Give me a second here. Whatever, that works. Let me take this and... Not to scale.
Kennedy, not gonna lie. For a second there, you kind of looked like a Bond villain, like the pose you were in. Yeah. with the shirt. If it were a turtleneck, you'd definitely be a Bond villain.
Or an Apple executive.
This is the water pool? You shouldn't go swimming in there because they yell at me.
What?
They'll yell at you if we swim in it.
I hope not.
Yeah,
There's
that would be weird.
Is it a drinking water pool or?
Oh no!
Oh,
Don't
wait,
flick the gup.
I didn't even notice the flick. What?
Everyone poke the gup. Yeah!
Jumbo
Got huge.
Don't make me cast enlarge on the gup. I can do it.
Oh, Jade, quick note, and I'm noticing this only via your stream. For some reason, the pool isn't there for me.
Oh.
Me either.
Yeah, me neither.
It's there for me. This sounds like a skill issue.
I have like a marker right here. If I hover here, it says pool, but I don't see the pool.
Yeah.
Same, actually.
Okay, I will worry about that in between sessions, I suppose.
Yeah, just... I thought it would get it would fix itself by this session, but I guess not.
Yeah. Weird.
So yeah, we walked to the cartography stone.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You should touch the stone.
Oh, okay. Is there any special thing I need to do with the stone? Is he
Hello, stone.
Like reaches over to touch it?
Soba takes him at his word and just goes over and just goes touch.
Gup nods. Yep. Okay. Anyways, then we should go over here now. Good.
What?
There's no explanation.
Very confused.
Flicker is just going along with it because it thinks it's like the express tour.
Cece has like just barely gotten up the 2 steps into the thing by now.
Oh, you need help?
Slaps the rock and starts going backwards.
No.
If the stone, you know, why don't you give you the description of what the stone looks like again?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you were
This
the
is your
one.
baby.
Yeah, so the way that it worked was that there was like a flat stone, almost like a table on a plinth.
Mm-hmm.
That's like pretty wide. I would say like almost like 7 or 8 feet across, and they built a gazebo around it. And when you interact with it, the people that live in the town, whoever touches it helps like add to the known area in the on the stone. It actually like forms like a map of the area.
It's a Minecraft map.
Now, whether or not it forms the map based on the locals' perspective of it here, or you know, of the newcomers, is up to you, DM.
Mm-hmm. So if you come over here,
Where?
over here, long
Over
ways
here.
Oh,
I'm
there's a whole extra board. Okay.
Oh, over there. Yeah, I noticed that earlier, but
My God!
Leave behind you.
Ah, my God! It was behind me the
God.
whole time.
my God, there's more table. That isn't just the table.
This is what is filled out on the cartography stone right now. The greens appear as just like very specific patterns of moss. The water are just some pools of dew that have accumulated that just happen to be staying accumulated. The raised up areas are in fact raised up. But this is the cartography stone, not in quite as much detail, but in rough.
Just unfocus your eyes and look at it, and that's what you see.
Yeah, pretty much actually.
I point to this part of it. There's is that another settlement over there?
His castle.
Looks like it.
Are you asking Gep Gep?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't go over that way. But here, you point at the large tree, is my home, and that's the great tree. And there's another city here in between here, the great tree and Lanfall.
And what's that city?
Huh?
The city? What is this? I point to it.
Is the city between here and Lanfall?
Does it have a name?
And Gep doesn't think so.
I see.
It's probably
No, that's the name of the city. The name of the city is Gup Gup doesn't think so.
But the great tree is really pretty.
I think it just might be a trading outpost between the two places.
Are we? Do visitors get to go to your tree?
You should go. It's really pretty. Though you might have a little bit of trouble. He looks at Cece.
Was
I'm getting big Ravenholm vibes. From
She's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, she's in a wheelchair and it's a tree.
Where are you getting Ravenholm vibes?
Ravenholm vibes are over here.
Yeah, when we asked about it, it's like, well, we don't go there. I'm like,
we don't go to Ravenholm.
That used to be the passage to Ravenholm.
Yeah, we don't go there. Which means you're gonna go there.
Yes, exactly. Spriggy, how much does CC weigh with the chair?
Without the chair, not much. The chair,
With the chair?
kind of a lot.
No, how much with the chair? I need numbers.
Well, it's got basically all of her adventuring kit is either built in or part of the chair, and then the chair itself is like a heavy timber and steel kind of construction.
Okay.
So I'd guess like at least 200 pounds. So like with her and the chair, probably somewhere close to like 300-ish pounds.
Okay. So, DM.
Hi.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
With a strength of 18 and the functional carrying capacity of a large creature, could I carry CC in the chair?
Yes. But
How
not
difficult would it be?
It would be easy enough that you wouldn't need to make a check for it as long as you are not attempting to do anything extraordinary. If
Like
you're
combat.
if it's combat or an escape sequence or something disrupts you or interrupts you, that's gonna get real hard real quick. But
what about carrying her around the great tree?
Well, you haven't seen the great tree yet, but as far as like getting up staircases and whatnot, I'm gonna say that that's within your ability. And
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Soba's gonna turn to Gup Gup and say, if little one wants to see tree, then Soba does not see why. Soba will carry her if worse comes to worse.
I'm trying not to smirk as I look for Cece's reaction.
I feel like Cece is at the I'll carry her if worse comes to worse. I feel like she is trying to hide in her own hair at that point.
Oh no! I love this vibe. I'm the big stupid helpful idiot.
Oh boy.
A classic if ever there was one.
Well, I think now that we've registered with the cartography stone, Gup, you've been a great help. We're going to head over towards the administrative office and talk with the mayor. As
the mayor's going to see us in the morning, I think we should go get something to eat.
Actually, that would be a good idea.
I've
been having mostly pickles for this entire trip.
You really had to mention that. I haven't eaten in a while because I had slept before, so I can be fresh for the session. But I didn't want to eat before I went to sleep, so I don't get the fats. Been trying to lose. So I am starving.
So Megas said something about the pickles. I'm imagining we go back to the place, we go to the pantry, and Soba's just kind of looking for food. It's like, good news, friends! It just slams a big barrel of pickles on the dinner table. Dinner is served!
I'm gonna go to the tavern. Anybody else want to go to the tavern?
I'll go.
Yeah,
I'll
go to the tavern.
Tavern! Let's go.
I like pickles, but I kind of want something extra.
Yeah, I think we've had enough pickles over the last couple of weeks for a while.
GD, give us a description of the tavern. What's it like in there?
Oh god, I haven't thought about this. Why didn't I think about this? Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna say it looks surprisingly fancy. Very welcoming. Brought a nice golden sheen to like the wood, as in terms of the color, to reflect light that comes in from the outside. So the place is very nicely lit up. I want to say that there is at this point probably one or two bards playing some music. Regular bards, not imbued with powers bards.
Minstrels.
Minstrels, yes, thank you.
Alright, Poem Guy, tell me about the minstrels now.
Oh, the minstrels. It's a couple of Gripply, and they are playing instruments that we have never seen before.
Ooh.
The tune that they're playing is familiar. It sounds like they learned something from the townsfolk.
Okay, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of instrument is it? What?
One of them is playing a stringed instrument. It's sort of like it's like almost trapezoidal, and it's got like 15 strings of varying lengths, and the Gripply has little things on its fingers, and it's plucking at the different strings.
Mm-hmm. It's actually tapping at the strings like a harpsichord.
Oh, what if one of them had a magical theremin?
A magical theory.
Like it's just like a small box on little legs, and there's two wires, and he's just plucking at an invisible magic current and just making
Like a theremin isn't already magical.
True.
That's fair.
The other one is playing woodwind that requires that looks like it requires an additional hand to use, but the Gripply seems to be playing with just the two.
Mm-hmm.
Talented boy.
All
and
right.
then we get to the soul, and their little like gripper feet come up.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
Oh, also, I guess I'll say one more detail.
Please.
It's not very important, but it's like half of the tavern is like on like normal level, like ground level, but the other half is like kind of elevated a little bit with some stairs leading up, and that's where the bar is. This is going to be something that when I eventually make the map for this will be a little bit more impressive.
Nice.
Looking. Just to give it a little bit of difference and fanciness, I guess.
All right. The innkeeper. Oh, 1 second here. The innkeeper is a Tortolan who is just kind of vibing. They are singing along to the bard's songs. Not well, but they are definitely doing it. But not like in the kind of bad that makes you cringe, but in the kind of bad that makes you smile, because they're having a good time and they don't care. And there's a respect that you have to have for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing their best, and it brings a smile. It warms your heart a little.
I imagine he would be the kind of guy that's like, hey, this, if you want to be entertainment, like I can host you guys.
It is also quite crowded, this being early evening, and the many of the townsfolk are in here. There's certainly some extra seats lying around, and you do see the adventuring party in here as well. Though you certainly you do not need to interact with them, but they are here, and yeah. Would you like to find a seat?
Yeah.
I want to arm wrestle the strongest member of the adventuring party and embarrass the shit out of him. Soba still has that chip on her shoulder. She does not like being called the B team.
Just imagine the A-team theme, but on a kazoo.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to arm wrestle Dogfish?
Yes.
Tell me how
likes
you initiate
Dogfish.
this.
Alright, so Soba is going to walk over to the adventuring party, and she's going to just kind of shoot a dismissive look at Marcus, and then go to Dogfish and be like, "You friend, you fight very well. You take entire boat by self. Excellent. Would you like to arm wrestle?"
You know what? Sure.
Yes.
Dogfish cracks his knuckles and readies up, just ready to go, just absolutely ready to throw down in a friendly way.
All right. Okay. Let's go. Soba just plops down on the bench, elbow down, just bulging her muscles to show off.
This immediately attracts a crowd. Everybody around turns to watch because, I mean, both of these people are extremely large.
9 feet tall on my side here.
Mhm.
Lord. Oh, 9 feet. Okay, gonna
Uh,
adjust this here.
adjustments.
What would this be? Would it be straight strength, or would it be...
So in D&D, I would have made this an athletics check, but I don't know how it works, how that changes here.
Yeah, athletics works for me.
Alright. Alright, come on, I gotta, camera, please. I will roll it!
Here we go.
So that is a 20, a dirty 20.
That is a success. You do manage to win at the arm wrestling.
How close is it? What did he roll?
He rolled a 3 on the die.
Oh, no.
yeah.
With modifier, though? What's it with
Oh,
modifier?
Modifier
Oh,
is... I'm giving it roughly a plus 9 because of a +4 from strength plus various proficiencies. So,
Okay,
like
okay,
around
we've got
12.
the same modifier. Okay, so as they're going, Soba's just kind of like got his arm, and she like starts pushing it. So it stays like roughly in the middle for like 20 seconds, and then like Soba like just like her muscle, like her bicep, just bulges out like an inch, and then bang, and it just like leaves like a fist, like a fist-sized dent in the table. Just the level of strength they were putting out. And it leaves like a literally like there is an inch deep divot shaped like Dogfish's hand in the table.
Dead silence in the entire room that is broken by Dogfish laughing himself.
Silver joins in. Haha! Fred, you fight well!
As do you.
I think his hand might be broken.
Nice, fine! Like,
Can I honestly, is it broken and in like a really bad way, or is it like if I twist it in the right way I can like unbend it or something?
I
just
think
curious.
they have a cleric, so I think that Maria would probably be tending to it.
Yeah,
sorry.
I just want to real quickly. I'm just wondering if since he has some knowledge of this, like +5 medicine, if Flicker can give it a try, like he just like does a little bit of chiropractic. There, it's better.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm imagining that both of their hands look like they have crush damage.
Okay, can I fix it with 17?
Yeah. It's not, it's been bonked. It's not like it's catastrophic. Dogfish is a pretty big guy.
I hand Soba a tankard.
So yeah, this like
It is
little
entirely
guy,
full of rum.
Yeah, this,
She cheers and she just goes for it.
so yeah, this little dragon dude just comes up to him and is like, Dogfish, can I see your hand?
Oh, yeah, sure.
And he like literally 5 seconds of excruciating pain and then it's better as he just manages to do all sorts of things to your hand like in a quick motion.
Oh, that worked. This town's gonna be doing pretty well. Listen, we're not actually going to be staying here for that long. We're gonna head north to where the direction that Hulk was going. We gotta find if there was prisoners there. That Hulk was gonna make landfall by my calculations, and by Angela's, and hers are better than mine, if I'm being honest. But either way, we can't let that slide, And if a couple of goblins are here, then they can take over an entire countryside. If they don't have any predators, it's basically an invasive species.
I mean, they did seem pretty desperate for food and supplies. The goblins themselves had explained that that's what they were mostly coming here for. Surely we don't have to consider them like an invasive species and more as a faction of desperate people?
Pests.
Well, the line drawn between the two can be right thin, though.
Yes, but walking into that assuming that would be a little bit
Undiplomatic.
improper of us.
Well,
I think that with all of our combined thought, it would be best to approach with the best intentions and wishes and prepare for the worst.
That
If
being
they're
said,
holding-
there's a couple
if
of
they're holding
curiosities.
slaves, if they're holding slaves, that is the worst.
They. I'm standing nearby and like starting to flicker
Mhm.
as I'm clearly feeling agitated.
Hmm?
They do have slaves. They do.
Mhm.
I didn't say the slave thing.
You were saying, Rodolak?
I was saying, that being said, as much as it would make sense to go north and do that, we should at least ingratiate ourselves with a base of operations around here in case we do need to have more support and defensible positions.
Yep. And we're gonna
We
leave
might
that
also
in
be
your...
able to investigate, talking with the administrator here and the mayor here, that we might be able to get more information about these goblins. They might know more about this than we do.
We met with the mayor a couple hours ago, actually, and we convinced him to let us go on that as an excursion. We'll be around for the next couple of days, maybe a week, doing just odds and ends. Grabbing some bear butts or whatever the townsfolk have for us. Then we're gonna make our way north.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you just say grabbing some bear butts?
Yep. Wolf tails, bear butts, rat teeth, all the normal
Okay.
adventuring stuff that people
Okay,
need.
no, I had to make sure that I heard that correctly.
Back on mountain, bear ass was wonderful delicacy.
Good to
Get
see
there
someone
early.
else's culture.
Yes. Get
Classic.
there early. Get there early. Closer you get to the hole, the tender the meat.
Classic, adventuring things to grab for other people.
Yep. But
Oh God.
we'll head up there. If we can negotiate the release of the slaves and let them be, then we'll do. Is that fine with you?
All right.
Works for me.
Do you happen to have any kind of ambassador or someone that speaks Goblin in case? I'd hate for you to go up there and just assume the worst right out the gate.
Angela speaks up. I can comprehend languages. It's a spell. It isn't terribly taxing either.
I suppose that'll have to do.
The spell is very effective.
Cass, can you remind me real quick? Well, what is your race exactly again?
Human.
Okay. I have to be sure of that.
So, would you need us to go along with you to investigate this Goblin Hulk's landing site?
I think we'll be okay on our own. We've done worse and we'll do better in the future. But someone needs to make sure this town is stabilized, and, well, there's going to be more of that random adventuring shenanigans around here. Meet up with the mayor, see what he has you do.
Oh, yes, meeting the local administrator.
What do you think of
Yeah.
him?
Whew. You'll... Yep.
Yeah, that. All right.
Crush
Let's
him.
sum it up.
Crush him like bug.
I was just thinking that I know, Cassie, you're feeling as though, and Rodolak as well, you were wanting to handle negotiations, I imagine, or at least be involved, or being sure that they're done.
Well,
I
I'd
need to
like
form a survey of the resources around the region anyways, so that I know what we have to work with.
Well, I'd like to, but there's also one other bit of matter that I'd like to at least look into while we're here. Gub mentioned something about necromancers being a bit of a problem here a while back, and I'd like to look into what had happened to them and if they might still be out there somewhere.
I heard rumors about that too, Maria chimes in. I can't sense anything around here, but I heard the same rumors. It's from the Gripply. The Gripply are the ones who are afraid of it. No one else in town seems to think much about it, but the Gripply are hard to get information out of in that regard.
The Gripply are from here. If there's a problem from here with necromancy, I would take their word on it over settlers.
I'm gonna be honest, it'd be really funny if the main reason the Gripply are hard to get info out of is because the Gripply are literally operating on just like a different level. just like Soba talks with one, like just kindred spirits. Just, I do not understand these colonists. You either okay, friend now. Oh god, the light bulb hurts. Ow.
I order a round of food for us. What's on order here?
Beans, tubers, and sausages seem to be the order of the day. The sausages are available in either a stew form or served with eggs.
We're having
I'll take the sausage stew.
We're having British food, people. Just
Yeah.
Oh no.
Just grin and bear it.
Well, I did originally want the tavern keeper to be Scottish, so that's appropriate.
I feel like Soba's gonna have to just go out into the woods and start hunting. Like goddamn.
I'm certain you can get organ meat here. You'll be fine.
There are seasonings, there are spices, but yeah, we're like an Italian sausage.
Yeah. Someone's
Okay.
gonna order the sausage and eggs and just look very sad as she eats the pathetic little serving.
I can't wait till we get actually no, none of us is a wizard, so no enlarge reduce for you.
I can enlarge, but it doesn't last long enough.
Mm-hmm.
And really, honestly, I would be way more likely to enlarge the person eating the sausage because that would be funnier.
That would be funnier, actually.
Or reduce the person eating the sausage.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, for real.
Soba misses the magic pickle.
A one for the out of context books.
True, that goes into context.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, you are not wrong. You are not wrong. Well,
This town's gonna be in good hands, though. And we'll be back after not too long.
After they're out of earshot, Soba's just like, he expects us to keep town in hands? How? Town is very large. Need at least 4 more hand.
I lean over and like whisper, it's metaphor.
What is metaphor?
It's when you say something, but you say it via a common phrasing.
Just like confusion, and then egg. Just like she doesn't even like cut the egg up. Just like the entire fried egg. Just. And
What
she
is
just,
metaphor?
Oh no.
What is? Oh, that's the name. That's what our Facebook rebranded to.
Flicker knows better than that
Mystic
rabbit
mentioned
hole.
it in my chat just now too.
Aw.
Yes, for right-wing extremists.
Oh no. What is metaphor? Tanking your company's stock.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
I like that one better.
Tanking
Right
your
then.
company stock because you have no actual technical knowledge yourself.
I think it's less that and more that, like, they just didn't have the imagination to envision any kind of digital world that wasn't just working in shopping.
Yeah.
They couldn't imagine. They couldn't imagine what VR chat was when all VR
Yeah,
chat
they
already
did.
existed.
You know,
You just have to look at VR chat for 5 minutes and like
Somebody mentioned
just
the
make a
perfect-
better version.
somebody mentioned the perfect descriptor. Your VR thing is only a success based on how many furry avatars you keep seeing.
Exactly.
I mean, true though. You're not wrong.
I mean, or just watch like
avatars get commissioned.
yeah, or just watch like any anime that came out in the last 10 years that has VR MMOs and just do that.
Yeah. It's
Well, there's a few of those that you can skip too, because they're not great.
Yeah.
True.
Like
Anyways,
Sword
though.
Art.
Yeah.
There
hot
it
take alert.
is.
Hot take
Yeah,
alert.
Anyway,
Take so hot music
That's
that
not a
cooks my
hot
eggs.
take. Sword Art Online
we,
is a
we,
bad
we
video
don't
game.
we don't like corporate bullshit established.
Yeah, I actually saw
All
some.
right, so-
Sorry, go ahead. Yes.
what do we want to tackle next? Now that we've got like an establishment of things that we want to like accomplish, and we've got some leads on a few things. Do we want to work on helping like build with the town? Do we focus on talking with the mayor? Do we want to investigate things?
I still
Or do
don't
we
think
wanna
we've
plan an
seen enough of the
expedition?
town to. I think we can still meet some people.
I wanna investigate Ravenholm. I'm gonna be honest.
All right, because I'd like to start an initial investigation in regards to some of the necromancy stuff. You know, just look
yeah.
around the town, get a general idea. But I can do that on my own time if you want.
We can cover that in between sessions if you mean if that's what you mean.
If you, I mean, I could do that, or I could do like on my own, or whichever, whatever you prefer.
We'll figure it out.
Whatever's more interesting.
If we hit the next, let's keep on going for a little bit. I don't know how long people want to go. That's a good question. We should probably figure that out. We've been going for 2 hours.
I don't think-
prepared to go for another hour.
I think I
got
can
2
do
more hours
another
in my
more
time
hour.
slot.
I think I can go another hour, but I don't think I can make it past that. I need the food. I need food, and I don't like eating during a session.
How about we cut it
I-
halfway
I-
then, like another half
I'm
hour?
gonna be honest. I don't think I have another hour. I have a migraine and I have to get my weekly injection.
That's
A little bit too.
okay.
That's valid. You said half
Well-
hour is okay with you, Liv?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Well, okay, I just finished something. If we're gonna be done soon, I think you guys will appreciate it. Another session doodle.
Let me see this.
Amazing. Actually, I love it.
Yeah. Why is Soba so broad? Holy shit.
She's 9 feet tall and she's super strong. I imagine she's broad.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
On top of being a broad.
Just like the idea of just, and here we give penance to the Lord Photo Bucket.
I'll be honest.
It's
I'm
no.
not
It's
a
actually pronounced photo bouquet.
Photo Bucket.
When you said we'll go see the rock, I didn't think you meant this. I thought you meant this. Also, wait. Hold on. Oh yeah, no. I'm a dumb. I depicted her in my mind. Soba was like an orc, but I forgot. No, she's Goliath. but
She's a
based
Goliath.
but
Yeah.
she's based on orc. Yeah, I'm stupid.
No, you're fine.
I'll change that real quick so it leaves.
No, that's fine. It's fine.
Kaz, I'm sorry, but I remember nothing if you've presented any character art of your character. So you're just generic humanoid figure. I would like to apologize for that.
You gonna turn in for the night then?
What?
Let's see.
we'll
What else
turn
are
in
you?
for
Are you
the
get? Are you gonna do anything else this evening? Should.
I think I might
do?
get like walk around a little bit in the evening just to like get a feel for the town, and you know, also that's odd in case anything seems to happen in the middle of the night that I might be that's routine for this town but might be strange to me.
Okay. Yeah.
Also to like get an understanding of my baseline of what an evening would be like around here.
You know what?
Sure.
Can I join him on that? Because it's like I feel like we haven't explored enough of the town, really.
Cece was gonna check in at the library, actually.
Okay.
That's fair.
You want to do? You could do your. You want to do your thing first, Cece?
I think, Dictator, you were saying that you had time pressure stuff, so you
No. This isn't time pressure. This is my stomach wanting to eat.
Food up.
That counts.
Like I said, I have 2 more hours on my time slot. I'm fine to wait.
No, it's not like critical, but I figured like we would last like till was it pole arms that has to go quick soon?
Liv has to go soon because of migraine.
Yeah, I mean if we're gonna finish when she goes, like I can last till then.
Okay.
Okay, then sure, I'll go first then, I guess.
Who made Elvin? Was that?
That was me.
Oh, right. The
Sorry.
You go in the library and you can see it is it's not quiet. It is actually fairly loud and boisterous as far as libraries go, at least in your experience. There are several Gripply who are sounding out words and studying, basically studying languages. There are some older individuals thumbing through books and just openly talking to each other as well. It has more of an atmosphere of a coffee shop than a traditional library.
Like a coffee shop or like a reading room kind of
That's
thing.
still really cool.
Exactly. And there is, in fact, an automaton. Liv, would you describe Elvin for us?
Okay, so behind the counter, you see a very rusty-looking humanoid figure. He has 2 small lights that serve as eyes, and they follow you as you come in. And he has a mouth that opens and shuts as he kind of breathes, for lack of a better term, because he just kind of just does it to basically make people comfortable. But what where a face would be, it's very clear there used to be something there, but the years and just being buried for so long has completely sanded away every single identifying thing. So you can't even tell what race he is based off of, except that it was humanoid.
Great.
And as sorry.
Okay.
I was gonna comment. Well, that narrows it down.
And as you enter, he kind of turns to you and he just lets out a deep breath and he's like, "Welcome to the Lanfall Library. How can I help you?"
Fancy!
Fancy!
I've never been able to get those voice things to work on my thing.
I want to get it for my Monday session, quite frankly.
Yeah. Voice mod. It has a lifetime license, so you don't have to pay for it once, and it is very good and very customizable.
Yeah, I definitely am considering it.
He just
CC,
kind of
this is-
appraises you there.
I was actually, I'm sorry, good evening. I was hoping to actually figure out, if I can, a little bit more about the local region rather than books that were shipped here, at least. Do you have books on that by any chance, or would you maybe have more information for me personally?
So he takes a deep breath and then lets out a sigh, and he's like, first-hand encounters some explorers is shelf 72, row 4. I mean, I guess if you want to know anything about what I know, I mean, I was buried under that floorboard for about a couple centuries or so. Well, I say that floorboard, the building wasn't here yet. Don't really know that much.
That's, a fascinating and unfortunate predicament.
Yeah, I make it work. The frog people are kind of nice. They come in and check out books. I only have to mop every now and again.
And he kind of just like makes like a motion to yawn, and as his arm moves, you just hear like this tortured squeaking of like rusty hinges, and he just lets out like this, like you're not sure if it's a mock yawn or not, because it looks so natural. But like he's a robot, he doesn't have lungs.
Now, mind you, I don't mean to be invasive or rude, but I may be able to help a little bit with your rust and deterioration a little bit if you'd like.
It's like he kind of leans forward, he perks up, he's like,
Oh? How so? No one else here knows what to do. The elf blacksmith won't even talk to me.
Well, and she leans over the armrest of her chair for a second and gets the back panel open and takes out one of her spiders. Oh, I build not exactly at your level of complexity, but I build similar devices in a sense.
He cocks his head and he just kind of looks at the spider. He holds out like a hand, like as if like the way like a child would to like an unfamiliar dog to the spider.
Unfortunately, they're not very smart, and she'll.
So he has like this like
it doesn't even respond. It just sits
yeah
there stock still.
yeah. It's like he's just like as he's doing it, you just see like this like his face isn't very expressive, but you just from his body language you get this thing of like him just being like very very excited, and then you say that and he just goes right back to like the depressed kind of look. And he's like, and he goes back. He's like,
oh, okay then. Well, it was worth a shot. I mean, I guess I'll be happy with, the meat. And I guess, that mage in the town hall is kind of nice to me, so that's fine.
Like we did establish that they hang out, right? Because she's a puppet. Alright. I'm not sure if I imagined that or not. Yeah, he just shrugs. He's like,
Yeah, I don't really have much else, personal-wise. I'm just here to look after the books and clean up.
Well, like I said, I can't make anything quite at your level of intelligence, but I've done plenty of work with metal myself, and it will be quite a bit of work to handle this much rust, but it'll at least, prevent you from rusting through.
he thinks for a moment and then he's like,
Okay, so follow-up question. Can you do it without turning me off? Because no one knows how to turn me back on again.
I can handle it. I can work in small batches at a time. I'm expecting to be staying here for some time to come.
he'll shrug, and then he reaches over to his arm, and you just see him just pull his arm off with this really screeching pop, and you just see it's like he's got like a little peg on a ball, and he just pushes the arm towards you. He's like,
do that one for now, I guess. I'm right-handed.
and he lifts up his arm and he just presses it, and you note that that's actually his left hand. It's just on the wrong way. He's very clearly been very much abused, and when he was put back together and turned on, he was very much put together by someone who did not know what they were doing.
And she kind of does a look over. What you do? I don't know what parts of you need to remain attached. I could.
He just. Oh, sorry.
I could work on reassembling you if you don't mind.
He'll just
as I handle repairs, of course, iteratively.
yeah, he just kind of like pulls his hand up to his head and he just wraps his knuckles on his like head and he's just like,
Oh, so long as my head doesn't get damaged, I think I'm fine.
Well, I'll start from the extremities for now, then. I would be glad to get the, this will take, it'll take some time. Give me perhaps 3 hours? If you need your arm more, like, before that, then you're welcome to hold on to it for now, but...
he just waves you off with his, he waves you off with his left hand and he's just like,
Oh yeah, no, take your time. My knees rusted shut like a couple weeks ago. I can't move.
Would you prefer I start with those, then?
No. Nah, I like my desk. They just put it in. It's mahogany. I don't know what that is, but it's mahogany.
Well, I will get this back to you as quickly as I can, but I also do need to check out that book if I'm able to. Otherwise, I can come back and read it another time, but...
No, you can check it out. Just like I said, shelf, whatever numbers I said before. I have dyscalculia. Oh no.
It's okay. I don't remember either. I think it was 72 or something.
70 something and then row 4, I think it was. Yeah, you did.
In case you need collateral or the sort, or perhaps you'd just like some companionship, you're welcome. And he like puts her spider on his desk.
And
also,
sorry.
I'm staying just across the street in the well, I suppose formerly abandoned house.
No, he nods and he's like,
Well, it's nice to have someone who knows what they're doing on here, even if the company isn't quite as eclectic as I would like. And he just kind of reaches down and
gently pets the spider, like one would a dog.
And Cece is mentally filing away. She can't make a fully intelligent automaton, but she can program something that at least vaguely resembles an animal.
It just needs to it just needs to pass like the Turing test for dogs.
Yes.
All right.
So she's gonna mentally file that away for now, and then we'll go and check out her book on the particularly the local minerals.
I feel like Alvin made CC sad. Like,
he is a uniquely he has a unique situation that he is stuck in.
I'm gonna be honest. I did read Hitchhiker's Guide again before we did that stream. So I'm just like, you know what?
Yeah, I saw it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I wish I was more of a reader. Sometimes.
So, how like as after she leaves, out of character-ish, Cece will. Basically, vinegar does 99% of the job for removing rust. So she's just going to, like, quickly fabricate a tank to pour a bunch of, like, vinegar in and leave the arm to soak for a couple hours.
Vinegar
And then
and
after that, it's
Coca-Cola.
just an hour of brushing.
Probably more than an hour, but you also go right next to the salt sea. You know, you're gonna have to be thinking about something that can proof it from rust too. But that's something that you can consider.
But she's got plenty of like oil for her own working, so she's got the materials around.
I was just bringing it up.
Yeah, I want to point out just Alvin's anatomy. He is like functionally like one of those anatomy dolls for drawing. Yeah, like so he's metal all the way through, and he's just like all ball joints and stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's like the basic construct almost.
Yeah,
In the-
except like there's something that gives him consciousness that's not clear even to him.
Yeah.
Right. Well, your Sprig is CC is working on that. Flicker and Vodalak, I believe you're wandering around town.
Yeah,
So-
just exploring.
So as we're going through the walking through as the torches are slowly getting lit and we're making our way, you can hear Rodelac take like a deep breath. It's like, it's good to actually be able to get a good feel about how this town is supposed to look in the evening. So if anything does happen to come out of place, we'll know it.
As if telegraphed, as if it was the perfect key. Why has this happened? Why have you done this to me? Hold on.
Oh my gosh! Whoa!
Oh no.
Oh no, the world! We're living in a simulation!
As if on cue, a cart begins to shimmer into existence in front of you as you on the path that you were about to be walking along.
It's like I almost bump into it while I'm talking to.
You mean when you bump into it? I then just say, "Hey, you mean like that?" To reply to your note.
Well, you never know. That this could have just been routine for this, but I confess that is quite strange. He looks over at it. I'm just gonna examine it. That is a 16.
See, so man, this really is a fucking improvement, man.
Like a market improvement, really.
Right?
I mean, it's better, but like it's not as funny though. So is it really
It's
an
not as
improvement?
funny.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
That is also fair.
It's like it's better, but at what cost?
And yes, there is now a cart in front of you.
I'm gonna look at the cart and see what's in it. So
Yeah, I'll remember that.
There is no actual place for a person to be. It's much more narrow than a cart, but that has to have a person in it would, normally be. It's just display, and on the display is a flower, a pouch of yellow powder, a book, and a brush, and lastly, a gear. There are 5 things there.
okay, the 5 things. I'm going to look at them. I'm going to do an Arcana check to see about how this vanishing cart might work. Or
Can I do the same?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I pressed 2 for some reason. But the first one got a 20. Nice.
Okay.
I got a 11.
So, yeah, I got a nat 20 and plus my Arcana. That's 31.
By my check, this cart doesn't belong here.
I agree.
So, even on a nat 20, even on something of that nature, there isn't a lot that can be gleaned without knowing more, right? Right now, this isn't like something where you can just sort of understand the fundamental nature of something, but with a high enough roll, right? So, what I can certainly tell you though, is that the brush, the flower, and the powder all do have some sort of magical property to them, though it's a bit difficult to tell what that is. For the 20, actually, as a result of the Arcana roll, I'm going to give you an indirect success.
Ooh.
One of the townsfolk, an elven woman, scampers up to the cart, and runs up alongside you. Oh, it's here. Good.
Oh, is this your cart?
Oh, what? Oh no, this cart's nobody's. Let's see, what does it
Then
have?
why is it good that it's a cart that you partake in regularly?
Every fortnight or so, yeah. You must be new here.
That
Yes,
we are.
just arrived.
We're still trying to get our bearings about the place around here. So what's the deal with the vanishing cart? What's the deal with this cart?
Well, it's the strangest thing. The cart appears once every 2 weeks, give or take. And it only appears for about a day, a little less. And it has some goods. It has some goods. It works on a barter system. You have to leave something that is of importance to you to the value of whatever it is. I don't understand it, but I really like my dried flowers and for scrapbooking, and some of them are very important to me, and it's been accepting those lately.
Well, I've got an idea. I'm going to reach into my pack, and I'm going to take one of my spare stiletto pens. As the ones that I use to write notes and stuff down, and I'm going to place it gingerly on the cart. It's like I think that works. I don't know if it's supposed to spit something out at me in response, though.
Oh, no. Here, like this. She takes out a scrapbook of that has several pressed and dried flowers in them, and she walks over to the brush. She picks up the brush, and in its place starts putting down dried flowers. After 5 or 6, the area, all the flowers disappear from that area. There. Now this brush is mine. This seems like it's quite a nice one too.
How do you know if the value of it is equivalent?
When they disappear, then that means it's been accepted. Otherwise, it'll just go away.
Well, I look at the card. What did you say was there again?
There's a metal flower, a pouch of yellow powder that was considered to be magical, a book, and a crafted gear.
Ooh.
I'll try the book.
You know what? I am going to. Actually, I'll let you do your thing first. Sorry.
I'll take the book and I'll place down one of my pens.
Okay. The pen simply rests there where the book was. Looks like you'll need to have a little bit more than that then. Maybe the book is valuable.
I don't think it'll. Perhaps. I guess I'll go through my pack a little bit and see what I might have in my inventory. I'm checking. Unfortunately, I mostly just have a basic adventurer's kit.
Oh, you can pull something. You can pull something out of your butt though. You know, just for the narrative part.
A trinket?
So long as it's not something huge.
All right, you know what? I'm going to pull out what was the book that I was reading on my way here.
Oh.
It was the recounted adventures of another scholar of sorts that decided to go off on their own. He's like, I'd rather found this to be very educational, though I didn't particularly care for the ending. Apparently, he'd gotten crushed by a rock and was paralyzed from the waist down, but took the opportunity to write his memoirs into this book. It's a bit of a bittersweet ending, to be honest. He places the book on the countertop. It's a good read, though. Hopefully, I won't. I'll keep my legs about me, perhaps.
The moment the book touches the table, and you've already picked up the other one, then?
Yeah.
The moment that that your book touches the table, it immediately vanishes. Whereas the leaves, yes, both of them are taken with.
Okay.
And you receive a book, which I'll go into detail into later.
Okay.
Flicker?
Yes. Flicker is going to go for the gear, and he is going to go into he's gonna try and swerve around. Actually, no, it would probably be in his tail pouch. Swerves that around and digs in it a little bit, and he pulls out what looks like a little clockwork toy that he always make. He always makes some to give to kids.
Okay.
In case there's some that in need of cheering up, and he places it next to the gear and takes the gear, I guess.
All right. It takes a couple seconds before it disappears, almost as though the cart is weighing the decision of whether to accept it or not. But it does.
Oh, goody.
Well, 2 more pieces we can leave for someone else. It should be here until late morning, I would imagine. It was a pleasure meeting you. Where do you come from?
The Dragonlands from the mainland.
Ah, okay.
Have you run into many visitors from that region before?
Well, we all come from somewhere over there. I mean, obviously. I myself came from Fiteta. Just a simple city that you probably would have heard of, but nothing of note.
I like the idea that the main and this is yet again referencing the show. It's the Dragonlands have been known to be quite a silly place.
Anyways,
I am a bit curious about one thing. A friend of mine had mentioned something about necromancers plaguing this area for a little while. Do you happen to know anything about that?
I mostly just keep to the farms and gardens. I haven't dealt with that myself, though I have heard about it. I don't really know anything about it, unfortunately. It's a rumor from me.
I understand. I don't want to trouble you with this kind of thing if it's uncomfortable.
You should probably just talk to the mayor. I imagine that they would know better than anyone.
I'm sure they would. Okay. I'm
gonna get back to my dinner.
That book. Happy trails.
Cheers.
I'm gonna check that big sword in the middle of the Knife Point Market. I imagine like the market stuff's pretty much closed at this time of the night.
Yeah, market's pretty much closed, and the shops are well drawn. There are a couple people who are just doing busy work, but nothing of particular note.
Okay. I'm gonna check check out the sword itself and examine it.
Certainly.
I will read it. Says I got a natural 20. Oh no.
How many languages do you speak?
Let's see. I speak 5 languages.
Okay. Do you remember how you felt when you were in the prison room?
Yes.
It's not like that, but there's a little bit of a spark of recollection of that, because when you look at the inscription, simultaneously you can read it in every language that you know.
I just imagine it translating in my head the way that like someone has like a text-to-speech program say 5 things at the same time. It's like, oh, no, okay.
It's not just legible, it's hyper legible.
It's too legible.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what am I able to parse that at all or no?
Yeah, no, you parse it clearly in every language when you read it in every language. It's like your eyes center on each of the characters, and you have an innate understanding.
All right, so
And Flicker, you have the same effect.
I don't think Flicker is here right now. He lost Discord.
They exploded? Oh, rip.
Yeah, they exploded. As I imagined, I look to Sprig and I say, that's strange. It says here, tragedy be to any who disturb these bones. And I look at it for a second and I go, looking around. I don't see any bones. I'm going to do an occultism check to look for signs of markings in the ground or signs of disturbed dirt or something like that that might have indicated that bones were dug up here a while back, or maybe like the dirt's not quite as compacted. But yeah, occultism plus my circumstance, would that make sense?
I'm honestly just gonna say it's too dark, and
that's fair.
Realistically, whatever you roll is not going to be a success. Like
Fair
you can roll a nat 20 and the answer is going to be
You don't know.
There's just nothing for you. There's nothing for you to find out about that, right? It's.
I understand.
Yeah.
He looks around, like, I don't see any bones. Let's hope that they're buried, undisturbed.
Hey friends, I found a strange bone outside.
Don't
Welcome back.
touch!
Oh no, that was you. That was the. Yeah.
I'm being a shitter. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna take a peek over at the expeditionary office, and that'll probably be it for me.
Okay.
Considering that my other partner has exploded. So basically,
And if you...
yep.
Oh, I was just gonna say, since Dictator can't hear us, if you wanted to do a thing, just there you are. Welcome back.
There you are.
Oh, hold on. I had to pause the stream. For some reason the actual app was being like, "Hey, I just died. I will not." Oh my god, you scared me. Yeah, pretty much that. What's funny is, it happened literally on the cusp of Kennedy saying, "I got a natural," and then it immediately died, and I thought he lost connection, and I was fucking laughing. Okay, so what I grasped from the stream was, okay, you checked out the sword. You rolled. I don't know what you got. I think you got a good roll, but it didn't matter because not enough knowledge. And you asked me something, but then you realized, I am dead.
Yeah.
I am Flicker EXC not
Not responding.
What was it that you wanted to ask him?
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyway,
but- yeah,
mostly I was going to take a look at the expeditionary office, and that's probably it, just to like get a good feel of this area. I want to do this as a way of kind of cementing in my head like what's considered like normal in this area. The vanishing cart's definitely a good thing to establish, like, okay, this happens every 2 weeks, and I'll be able to like recall when the next time it should be coming up. So I'm gonna roll to just like glance at the expeditionary office. Ooh, an 18.
Okay.
So 23.
And that's just perception?
Yep.
Alright, the expeditionary office is very well kept. You can see in the windows, they're not like, hidden or anything, and they're also, interestingly with your check, they are closed and latched from the inside, but there's no heavy locks. There's no big security. And you can see a number of valuables inside.
So there's a bunch of valuables inside the expeditionary office? Like, what kind of valuables or stuff?
Swords, some shields with some fancy engravings on them. Something that to your eye at this range probably looks enchanted. And several rune plates, which is a thing in if I'm saying it correctly, in Pathfinder, which are little items that you use to upgrade weapons and armor. Extremely valuable.
Anybody living in there?
No, there's a well, not that you can tell from looking in from the outside. There's a candle that was left on a counter, but outside of that, there's it seems to have been closed up for the evening. You can certainly find more information about it, but yeah, it is intended to be a bit late at this point in the evening.
Yeah, we'll probably be able to learn more about it in the morning or something, but I think that's good for now.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much. I've got like a good idea of like the general lay of the land, and I don't want to like dig too deep into this because we've already hit that timing thing, and I don't want to.
Yeah, that's part of why I decided it was going to be closed. Just like yeah, don't worry about that right now.
We'll worry about it later.
Yeah, because I just want to touch with Liv and with Soba and Cass. How are you spending the evening?
Soba, is going. So seeing as like the food is kind of miserable, what Soba's going to do is I imagine it's too late for her to go hunting, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
so Soba is just gonna turn in early, but she's not gonna sleep in the house. She's gonna set up her tent just like in like essentially the backyard of the house.
okay. So
she's more used to sleeping outside than anything else. Like she just sets up this big round tent made of like animal skins and bones and just goes inside.
There are other tents here around and a campfire. Are you going to be joining them, or are you going to set out farther away?
She's gonna set up like next to the group's house, just basically as close to the group. Yeah, like she doesn't want to be too far away from the group just in case something happens. But like she's not comfortable under a roof.
Understandable.
Yeah.
There are some hunters and trappers down here just having a good evening by the campfire. They're no louder than you're used to from your home. Some people would tend to stay up late either for adjusting their sleep schedules or simply because of the nature of good drink and good companionship.
Yeah, she's just gonna set up her tent and go early. And speaking of, do you mind if I drop my brains?
No, quite
hurting.
Go sleep. Go rest. Don't die.
I'm going. Have fun, everybody.
Feel better soon.
Yeah, we're wrapping here. You're not gonna miss anything other than what Cass is doing right here. Cass?
Oh,
do you exist?
I think.
Oh
Cass
shit! I forgot to post the thing before she went for updated photo bucket rock.
Photo bucket rock is incredible.
I know it. I like the first time I saw it, I wanted to do this picture, but it was like I wasn't sure. This session made me sure.
Full-on guy, are you alive? Do you exist?
I'm not seeing.
Okay then. We'll assume that they turned in early too, as well, I suppose.
Well, this feels like a.
Yeah, this is a good natural stopping point.
Cece just had the one thing to finish, like turning the arm back to Alvin. If we wanted to finish that.
Since Liv was voicing and had the personality of Elvin, I think we can handle that next time.
Yeah.
If that's the same to you.
Yeah,
I
Sprig,
liked.
Yeah.
Go
ahead. I just want to know. I really do imagine like the spiders are just walking around. Like every time she mentions the spiders, the two gifs I posted are pretty much the immediate image I imagine.
Yeah.
Just with four legs.
The dragoons is kind of what I think of too.
Oh my god, we had the same brain.
Nice.
That's incredible.
Yeah, without specific commands or like basically pre-programmed routines, they're basically just the dragoon.
I just love the fact that we both shared that exact same thought.
How do you guys feel about this?
I had a good time.
It's nice and relaxing. I'll be honest, kind of welcoming after my last
I confess
Saturday
some
session
of the
where I was just pissed off constantly.
I confess some of the aimlessness was having me like kind of zone out a little bit. I mean, it is cozy, but like I also felt like there was very little for me to latch on to for what I should be doing or what I could be doing. It was fun, like it was enjoyable to do that kind of thing. I think it was just like, since we didn't really have any, like we just kind of got, unleashed into the town and we didn't have like any goals or anything like that. I felt like we were kind of in a loading screen until like the hook, as it were.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to slow down the pace and that was by design, and I'm glad to hear that feedback because that helps me understand what you guys as players are enjoying and what you want. But yeah, I wanted to have a little bit more of a slice of life sort of relaxed walk around town as opposed to immediately following the quest objective. I think that I'll be able to find a good middle ground. But thank you for the feedback. That I need feedback from other players to be a better GM because every group of players is different, right?
Yeah.
I do to some extent.
Also agreeing that like we need to find ourselves a goal.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I to some extent agree, but like for the first session, I'm okay with just getting to know this custom town we made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the first session here. I mean.
Right. There'll definitely be a lot more plot and a lot of adventure, but I want this place to feel home. I want this place to be your base of operations that your characters are going to consider be a safe place rather than town that has buttons to click on. And I think that I dare say I accomplished some of that, perhaps at the penalty of being a little bit too slow paced for possibly you guys and possibly the audience. But we'll be opening up in
I
with
like
morning.
a slower pace sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
We'll find a good balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe in us.
Yeah.
I'm excited for what is yet to come. I want to see the big tree.
Big tree.
Big photo rock.
And the
Tree,
Gripply are
but
great.
large.
What if tree?
Oh yes.
Also, the Gripply are great.
Sorry, what did you say, Jade? Also
The Gripply are great.
Yeah. Also, so I immediately started searching for memes, and it's like, of course, these two.
Oh no, I agree with that, and yes, yep.
Also, the pre-communist Grippleys.
really, my only complaint for the entire session is that the Communist Manifesto is in fact a pamphlet.
And it reads exactly as the meme. I fucking warned you, dude. I told you, bro.
The
First time I saw this, I was like,
gave me
oh my
the
god.
vibes of the map that I just shared.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't fully hear that. What about the map?
The map I just shared, it's the Gripply names and stuff, like when we brought up the big tree. It gave me these vibes.
A bog with a frog.
Clubhouse, no, that's beautiful, yeah. The big
All
tree,
right.
the enchanted forest.
Bog with a frog.
We will.
The wizard's tower named the most up.
I want to go to the Goatwood.
I'm going to close out the stream here. We can certainly vibe for a bit beyond this, but thank you all for joining us, and I hope that you have a wonderful evening. You're all wonderful, and
Thanks
like
for
the
sticking
video or
around.
something, I guess. Cheers.
Bye, everybody.
Push the buttons.
Bye.
Bye.